I guess that's what happens when you're stumbling along with the stamina the way it is. All right. You did, in fact, win within those combat rounds. You step over the fallen guard and, pushing open the double doors, enter the inner sanctum of the temple. Okay, now before we go on, nice work, man. Okay, you managed to do it somehow. Okay, now, here's the deal, people. I just want to point out again, you guys are at 9 stamina. You can't have both of them at the same time, because remember, you can't have a provision. You can only have one provision in an entry. Yeah, well, I don't know, but this person is not very holy, you know what I mean? Adcom. That's awesome, Apples. I know, your leg. So, to improve your leg, do you want to eat a provision to restore your stamina to 13? So, provision. You were kind of in a rush, Jinto, but you could stuff your face with a tuna sub to you could basically stub your foot with a tuna sub. You guys are coming up on a save point. You're not there yet, but you're almost there. So yes on the eating. You guys don't need to make a poll for this. Just I like to think that you're actually stuffing the tuna into like the wound. You know, you're just like oh man. Okay. It looks like people are pretty strongly in favor of it. Eat, 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 eat. Nom nom. Eat. Tuna. Tuna sushi. Eat. Okay. So, provision. Okay, so now you're at 13 out of 15. Okay. You step over the fallen guard and, pushing open the double doors, enter the inner sanctum of the temple. A tall, raven-haired woman, Hakana, the high priestess, is praying at the altar, upon which lies the Talisman of Death. Beyond the altar is a large marble statue of the goddess wearing chainmail, her expression arrogant and cruelly beautiful. Hakana rises and turns. She resembles the statue and is wearing a long dress of black chainmail. In fact, let me show you exactly how she looks. I'll show you exactly how she looks. Okay. What's up, West Riverette? Okay, here we go. How dare you desecrate the temple? How dare you interrupt me when I'm speaking with the goddess? She says softly, white with rage. I dedicate your soul to the goddess! She drives her fist into the air and chops it downwards. A pillar of flame descends from the vaulted roof. Roll a die, Lego. Tell me whether you get 1 to 4 or 5 or 6. Roll a die and tell me the number you get, please. Giselle. Roseanne Barr. Tim Curry. Yep. You found it all right. It's a good question. This isn't even my final form. All right. You rolled a 3, huh? Let's see. You jump aside at the last moment, but are still caught by the heat of the blast. Lose 3 stamina points. Ding, ding, ding. Yep. Okay. If you are still alive, you may wish to use one of the following if you have any of them. A vial of vapors of speed. Don't have that. An amulet made from the horn of a unicorn. Don't have that. A scroll of agonizing doom, you don't have that, or a magical helmet. Chat, do you have a magical helmet? What's up, Crows? Aha, you do have a magical helmet. Hawkana draws her sword and advances on you, snarling with tigerish ferocity, but she seems to be having difficulty seeing you in your magically imbued helmet. You must fight the High Priestess. Now, let me show you guys what she would have been at. This is the skill she would have had if you were not fighting her with something like that. Her skill would have been this. Her skill would have been, sorry about that, would have been this. That's what her skill would have been if you hadn't done that. Oh yeah, I didn't put, you're right, Knight, my bad. I didn't put it in the helmet. I didn't put it in your inventory, my bad. There we go. Sort of. That's what her skill would have been if you were fighting her normally. Because you're wearing the helmet, her skill is 9. Now, that still makes it so you got an even fight. Yep. So, could have been worse. Could have been worse. Alright, Lego. Better get those dice moving, man, because I'm here to tell you, it's going to be quite a fight. You know what? Hold on a second. We need something. We need better. I love Super Guitar Bros, but they got to be paused for a second. They've got to be paused for a second. We need better battle music than this. And I know exactly what the battle music is. I know exactly what it's going to be. All right, hang on a second. All right, my favorite, my favorite. All right, here we go, people. You guys ready? Chat, are you hyped to defeat Hawkana? Darude Sandstorm. Alright. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, Lego. Let's get it on, chat. You can do this. You got the tools, you got the talent. Let's make it happen. Hawkana comes in. You take your magical helmet. Mine too, gent. Lego starts with a 5. Not really what I'm looking for, Lego. 11. Oh! You get hit. Alright. Next round. Oh, first roll was 8? Okay. All right. Don't blame Lego. It's the random dice. You're gonna have to return those dice. Oh no. Oh god, after you got hyped up too. Okay, I want to make a suggestion. Must eat apples. Sorry, apples. Alright. Alright, you're up to 8 stamina. Alright, Lego. I'll get the caramel. Alright, let's do it again. Alright, Lego. Now let's do it again. You're back up to 8 stamina here. Six. Okay, 6 to tie, 7 to beat. She gets a 3. Ah, you finally sneak in a blow. Alright. She's down to 12. You're at 8. A 5. Yeah, these rolls. Oh, whoops. Alright, she hits you again. Outmatching you at every step. Ah, an 11. That's more like it. She rolls an 8. Not good enough for her. 10. There you go. Wabam. How can you lose a combat with this music, man? This music's too good. I love that roll thing. Oh, 3? Oh, she gets a 4, too. Man, that's a buzzkill. You guys are in trouble. Come on, Lego. You got to put together a roll here. 8. 5. There you go. All right. All right. Got a shot. Got a shot. Let's stick with it. Stick with it. Stay on target. Stay on target. Stay on target. 8. She gets a 7. You hit her again. You've got 4 stamina. She's got 6. Epic battle. Blood pouring from both sides. You only had the 1 apple. 9. Oh! Oh, God, that hurt. Oh, my God. She hit you for... Oh, God. I'm sorry about that roll. 10. 3. All right. This freaking fight is epic. All right. You've got 2 stamina. She's got 4. Come on, Lego. Bring it home here. Go for the eyes, Boo. Go for the eyes. Six. 4. Oh, it's a tie. It's a tie battle. It is a tie battle, people. It's a tie battle. It's down to the wire. Okay, now. So, you're not actually dead yet because you can roll for luck to compensate, to basically reduce the effect of that hit. But to do that, my recommendation is going to be that you first consume your Potion of Fortune, because you can do that at any time. Remember, your Potion of Fortune will give you not only back up to 10 luck, but it'll actually increase your luck by a point. So that would bring you up to an 11. So you would then have 11 luck, and then you could test your luck from there. So, Chatter, do you want to do that? Do you want to take your Potion of Fortune and then have Lego test luck to see whether he reduced the impact there? So what's Chat's opinion first? I mean, pretty much, you don't have much of a choice. The question is whether you're going to take the potion first. Luck potion. Getting lucky intensifies. Okay. I mean, I think this is the time that you need it, quite frankly. All right. So you take the potion. You swig the potion. 11 luck. All right. Now you got to test, Lego. You need 11 or less. You need 11 or less. All right, you are lucky. So you managed to ward off the attack. You are lucky. All right, so you've got 1 stamina, people. I'm doing this last dice roll secretly. I want to see what the window shows. All right, I've done the roll. I've done the roll, Lego. Let's see what it is. I've done the roll. What's it going to be, Lego? Lego successfully got a 4, so he tested. You're lucky. All right, chat. Come on, chat. Let me hear it. 1 strike. 1 strike, chat. Just 1 strike. What? Holy crap. As she staggers towards you, blood pouring, you duck and bring the sword down on the back of her neck. You decapitate her and slump to the ground. Hakana collapses to the floor, lifeless. You walk to the altar and take the Talisman of Death. Holy crap, what an epic fight, guys. You have 1 stamina left. Can I recommend, by the way, that you take a provision right now? That was clutch. I can't believe you guys pulled that out, actually. That was pretty sick, guys. All right, you did it. That's the good news. The bad news is you got 1 stamina point. So, are you going to eat one of your provisions, I'm assuming here? I'm guessing you don't want to walk around with 1 stamina point. Is that fair to say? Also, these things are gone. Your golden apple is gone. Whoops. And the potion of fortune is gone. Now remove her skull and wear her face as a hat. Okay, I assume that was the case. Yeah, your sacrifice was not in vain. All right, so you take a provision. I'm going to recommend that as soon as you can take another one, by the way. All right, thank you, Final Fantasy Tactics Music. You did your job. Now it's back to something more chill. Sorry, apples. I'm going to recommend, I'm going to tell you guys every time there is a new entry, I'm going to assume that you're going to want to use provisions. You're going to need more than 5 stamina points. So I'm going to guess you're going to want to take provisions for the next 2 entries. Is that true? Provisions for the next 2 entries? Yes? No? Yes? Actually, or do you want to just take a provision once? I'm just letting you know about the deal. So anyway, I'll come back to that question. You walk to the altar and take the Talisman of Death. It is gold and heavy. At last you have regained it. Gain 1 luck point. Hey, you gained a luck point. You look back at Hakana and your scalp crawls. Her wounds are healing. Even as you watch, she tries to raise herself from the pool of blood in which she lies. Will you go back to Hakana to see if you can finish her, or try to leave? Sorry, Shadow, my bad. So, are you going to go back to, my bad, I misspoke, because I forgot that there was this other thing going on. So, yeah, Charles Lee. So, are you going to try to deal with her, or not? So, the poll should be, are you going back to try to finish her off, or try to leave? Basically. There you go. Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. We got a lot of finisher going on. Wow. That fight, man. That fight. Fight was epicness. Choose speech and stamina. Good times, good times. All right, let's see. Wow. Universally, you're like, finisher. All right. Okay. You notice that a ring on Hakana's finger is glowing with a green light as her wounds close up. Quickly, you take it off before she comes fully back to life. You place it on your own finger. It is a ring of regeneration. Regain 6 stamina points. Now you see why I wanted you to wait on that provisions question. Will you now try to leave through the double doors you hear pounding footsteps down the hallway, or search the inner sanctum? So you hear pounding footsteps running towards the room. Will you now try to leave or search the inner sanctum for more? That's pretty badass. Yeah. Now you still are down 4, so you may still want to have one more provision, but you're in a lot better position to use that. That was totally what you do in an RPG. You gather all this stuff together, the boss fight comes, and you're like, do all this stuff. Spoken like true RPGers. Loot, loot, and more loot. Yes, it does, Shadow, it does. I mean, you've always had the extra... so... You've always had that. It's just it had that particular effect against Hakana, so. All right. All right, that's pretty definitive. You begin rummaging through the trappings of the temple. You feel a tingling sensation in your finger, followed by a sharp pain. Looking at your hand, you see that Hakana's ring is shrinking. You try to pull it off, but it is too late. You can only watch as the ring constricts to a solid ball and severs your finger. Lose 1 skill and 2 stamina points. Now, the stamina points you take as damage, and you're going to have to take a provision to compensate for that. The good news about that is that you do have that +1 skill ring, so now your skill is exactly where it should be with your items. So remember when I said before, Cracked, that if you ever lost a skill point, the ring that you had already would help maintain that? That's the case. You can feel the dreadful malice of the goddess directed against you, and you decide to try the doors. So what happens when you get greedy. So while you guys are leaving, I'm fine with it. I didn't need that one. Now you're like, if anyone's ever seen, anyone ever see the Rankin Bass cartoon with the guy who had the really vibrating voice, the cartoon? The guy was like, Frodo of the 9 fingers and the ring of doom. That's what you're at now. That's where you're at. All right. So do you guys want to have a provision before you go on here? I'm going to assume you do, but just let me know. Really? That's funny. Right, Chatter? -1 digit. Yep. Eat the finger. Oh, God. That is just... all of a sudden, apples... Listen, people ate an apple, and all of a sudden you took it to heart, and you're like, let's all be cannibals, right? Okay, everyone wants to eat. Eat the talisman. Eat the finger might taste like chicken. Okay, it looks like everyone's in favor. All right, so you guys are up to 13 out of 15 stamina. You're running low on provisions now, but at least your health is reasonable. The doors open easily. It seems the magic has faded now that Haukana is truly dead. You're not quite to the save point, but you will be in an entry. The thieves have been spying on you through the keyhole. Scarface says, "The door was locked and we couldn't get in." You stare at him for a minute, and then he turns and leads the way back up to the skylight. Suddenly, the alarm bell tolls loudly. As you reach the top landing, what's up, Splatter? A group of warrior women appears on the stairs behind you in hot pursuit. You all run for the rope hanging from the skylight. As you reach it, you sense a movement at your side and dodge the murderous thrust of Bloodheart's dagger just in time. Before he can strike again, the warrior women let loose a volley of crossbow bolts. Bloodheart's body is peppered with coral, shielding you as you climb the rope. Leaving the stricken Bloodheart to his fate, the remaining thieves jump agilely from the temple roof to the roof of a nearby house. You will have to jump too. Roll 2 dice. And tell me if the total is less than or equal to your skill score. So roll 2 dice, Lego. Oh, you got an anaconda. Nice, dude. Little Elite Dangerous. Good stuff, man. All right. Go ahead and roll those dice, Lego. Are you going to make the jump? I'd say that's no. You fly through the air, but not far enough. You slam into the side of the building with bone-shattering force and plummet to the street below. Luck has not deserted you completely, for you land in a stinking pile of refuse which breaks your fall a little. Lose 3 stamina points. If you are still alive, and you are, you drag yourself off down an alleyway which leads towards the safe house. Near the safe house, you pause to rest before leaving the city. All right, so you did, in fact, you needed a 9. I did not actually, Splatter. I did not. I've heard of them, but I did not play them. I know, right? So let me know if you guys still want to be able to do, because you have enough that you could have another provision to get yourself up to 14 stamina. So just tell me later on if you want to do that. Because again, your stamina is not very good to begin with. All right, so you've reached a save point. That's the good news. The bad news is, as you catch your breath, 3 shadows appear on the road before you. Looking up, you see Tyutchev and Cassandra with a hideous squid-like creature hovering in the air between them. No, it has to be equal to or less than your skill, Shatter. 9 or less. Because remember, the higher the skill you have, the better it is, right? So that's why. Looking up, you see Tyutchev and Cassandra with a hideous squid-like creature hovering in the air between them. One of the squid's tentacles is curled loosely around Cassandra's waist. "We meet again," says Tyutchev. "Young Lord Min tells me you have been successful. Congratulations, you have done us a favor. Now you'll be glad your peril is over. We are taking the talisman." Grimly, you draw your sword. "I see," says Tyutchev. "Then let me introduce Thom," he continues, gesturing towards the squid-like monster. Its form dissolves and becomes the man with the gold earring and flowing gray robes you saw producing flowers out of the air for the crowds. He is a master of illusion. At that moment, a huge and ugly troll appears from within the safe house. "Here is Harg," says Thom. Harg raises a huge hammer ready to strike you. And let me show you. No, Cracked, you didn't. Do you want to eat? I'm going to go find the illustration for what you're about to see. And do you guys want to eat that next provision? Because you're not technically in combat yet. So do you want to eat that next provision while I find the image you need? Yes, eat? Okay. So I will take care of that eating thing in just a minute. There we go. Okay. So, first of all, you're down to 1 provision. Okay. Now, here is Harg, says Thom. Harg raises a huge hammer ready to strike you. Is he real, or is he one of Thom's illusions? Do you wish to attack the troll, or do you believe he is an illusion and allow the troll's hammer to strike you? What do you think, guys? I know exactly, Splatter. He's 47 cheese wheels.
Like, I know. Like, I feel like each video,
cool.
I feel like each video just gets like more and more like that.
We don't even like each other anymore.
Someone made a comment about that one time.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, remember in their old videos when they used to look at each other and nod and laugh and stuff, and now it's like they're not even looking at
Harg.
each other.
Yeah, now it sounds way better too.
It's like something must have happened. They must be pissed off at each other.
Yeah, definitely.
So much drama.
So much drama in SGB.
SDB. Super Drama Bros.
Tembo with his arms wide, yeah. Tevin and Tanagra. All right. Shaka when the walls fell. Yeah, yeah. All right, let's see. What is the will of chat? Bet it's an illusion. All right. You allow the hammer to strike you. You are instantly killed. No, I'm just kidding. Harg disappears before the hammer lands. Very good, says Thom. Now what about this? While Tyachev draws his sword, Thom points at you. From his finger, a ball of multicolored fire flies towards you. Will you try to avoid the fireball by running at Tyachev, or hold your ground? So you guys were right about the troll. Now the question is, are you also going to be, what are you going to think about the fireball? Try to avoid the fireball by running at Tyachev, or hold your ground on this one too? Mm-hmm. Rush Downey's his owner. I was gonna say, like, fortunately there is no Tyachev and you died. No. Alright. Everyone is like, there's been a lot of unanimous votes tonight. A lot of people are like, you know what? Avoid fireball and run a Tyachev. Alright. Alright, the vote is unanimous. The fireball burst behind you. It is a good thing that you ran, but a burning pain sears your back and you smell charred cloth. You lose 3 stamina points. if you are still alive, and you are, you press home your attack on Tyachev. Tyachev's bastard sword, almost as long as you, hums through the air as he parries your first attack with the agility of a cat. The black cloak he wears makes it difficult for you to tell exactly where he is. Cassandra and Thalm, looking confident, stand back to watch. You fight Tyachev. Alright, now Tyachev is kind of a no-joke guy. I won't lie. Okay. And let's get rid of that. Okay. Tyachev. This guy's no joke. He does not. However, it does tell you that when you manage to successfully attack him one time, something happens once you attack him successfully once. So we will see what happens when that occurs, if it occurs. So it talks about doing something when you attack him successfully once. So let's see what you got, Lego. Five, huh? He rolls a 6. Cuts into your side. Seven. He gets a 3. Okay, you successfully attack him that time. So. As soon as you wound Tyachev, you notice Thalm gesturing. Tyachev becomes invisible. As you start back in surprise, Cassandra is upon you, her sword darting at you. Tyachev reappears behind you, raising his sword to strike, and Thalm is gesturing again. You feel threatened from all sides, and you are hard-pressed to defend yourself. Do you wish to call upon a god for aid, or do you think you can triumph by the skill of your own hand? Chat, do you wish to call upon a god? Look at those. You just keep seeing like, oh, Mother Nature is self-preserving. I can't wait to see you guys walking around IRL tomorrow, and like, you know, you're like, oh man, I don't think I'm gonna go, and I'm not gonna catch the bus in time. I just want to see one of you guys like running down the street going, oh, Mother Nature herself preserve me, and people being like, the hell? And you're like, all right, so you were gonna call that god, huh? You're outside of the temple. Which god will you call one? Should I even ask this? I'm not even going to ask. It gives 5 choices. It says, which god will you call on? Avatar the One, Life Spirit, Roshaval, God of the Paladins, the All-Mother, or Fate. However, it's pretty obvious what you guys want to do. You're calling on the All-Mother. As soon as you were calling, you hear the beating of enormous wings. And this is what you see. Give me a second. Okay. You see this. Hold on just one second while I get this here. Help me, Tom Cruise. Nope. Not a deep, unending abyss. You are swept up in the talons of a great white eagle. Your assailants are soon specks below you on the street. Rising high above the rooftops, you look to the southeast and can see, far away, a mountain on top of a large plateau. A voice speaks in your head, the voice of the All-Mother. That is Mount Starreach, your goal. At its summit lies the portal that will take you back to your own world. For a moment, it seems the eagle will bear you to the mountain, but the talisman seems to weigh like a ball of lead around your neck, and the eagle is forced to land in a deserted alley of Store Street. Before you can thank it, it takes to the air again and is soon soaring far above the city. America! Exactly. Store Street is an extension of Moorgate. Let's see, blah, 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 blah. Okay. You ask the way to the cemetery. You stop a passing student who directs you to the cemetery. You run down Pallbearers Row, anxious to escape from the city. As you approach the cemetery, an ox cart returning from the market loses a wheel and overturns, almost blocking the road. You run for the gap between it and the cemetery wall, but it is blocked by a man with a shaven head, and he looks like this. Yes, fair enough. Yeah, that's fair enough, Turndane. You see this. Hold on one second. Hold on, I'm just finding the image. Give me a second. There it is. All right, this is what you see. Give me a second here as I actually render it. You see this. What's up, Sir TV? Having fun with it, man? Okay. You run for the gap between it and the cemetery wall, but it is blocked by a man with a shaven head. He wears baggy scarlet trousers which end just below the knee, and a loose scarlet jacket tied with a black cotton belt. On his forehead is a tattoo of a scarlet praying mantis. He doesn't seem inclined to let you pass. Will you ask him politely to let you through, tell him to get out of your way, or attack him? So again, will you ask him politely to let you through? What's it gonna be? Yeah, I had those random chat crashes too. Oh, and also, after you guys have voted on that poll, tell me whether or not you want to eat your last provision to get your stamina back up to 13. Let me know if you want to eat your final provision to get your stamina up to 13, and then you better hope that you've got enough to kind of get you through, because nothing else you'll be able to do with your stamina at that point. But let me know that as soon as you guys have voted on that poll. Let me know that. I wave it a welcoming gesture. What's up, Blowshack? Lego. Shadow says yes, please. Shabby, what's up, Shabby? What's going on, man? And by the way, just as a little programming note, I've got about a half hour left before we do giveaway and raid, and then I'll let you guys go for the evening. We made a tremendous amount of progress, though. We'll definitely get this done tomorrow if we don't finish it tonight. So, good stuff. Assuming you survive, that is. It's true. You guys ate a lot of food recently. Let's see. Food. What's up, Earth Machine? Eat the final provision. Don't eat. 3, 2. No, I don't have school tomorrow. No, Lego. I teach on Mondays and Thursdays. Just I can apparently never get to school on Mondays because it's always canceled because of weather. Or at least it has been lately. All right, anybody else on the vote, by the way, on the provision vote? As I close down this vote. Okay, so it looks like ask politely. That's okay. I'm sorry. I got it, Love Shack. So it looks like ask politely. So can we open, Shadow, can you do me a favor? Open one last poll on whether to eat the final provision. Can you do that for me? One more poll on the provision. And I'm going to turn to the page and go to the next entry. Let me know about eating that last provision with another poll if you wouldn't mind, please. Let's see. He does not let you pass. Will you step aside and invite him to pass first, or ask him less politely to move out of the way? So will you step aside and invite him to pass first? And that'll be after we finish this poll with a provision, I'll ask that. So don't worry about a new poll yet, Shadowed. There we go. All right. Oh, the provision will add 4 more hit points.
Greetings. We are the Super Guitar Bros, and we are making a Patreon page.
I know, right? Save provision. Okay. So provision is saved. All right, so all right, provision is saved. So now, new poll. Are you going to step aside and invite him to pass first? Or demand that he get out of the way? I would like to point out you guys are very low on stamina. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's Delfino Plaza. Would you guys like to invite him to pass? And I would point out that you are low on stamina. I'm just saying. Just word of the wise. Just letting you know.
Greetings. We are the Super.
All right, let's see. All right, let's throw on a little bit of Smooth in the Groove instead. Okay. Let him pass. We're for the Patriots. Hey-oh! Nice. Nice. All right. Step aside is the winner. Okay. So you step aside and invite him to pass first. You step back and wave the monk through. He walks past arrogantly without a word of thanks. Wow, not joking around, that guy. Dusk is deepening as you enter the cemetery. Begin to explore the city wall looking for the postern gate. You do not look at the headstones for fear of finding your name at the head of an open grave. Your eye is caught by what looks like a lantern hanging from a post in the midst of the graves. Will you walk over to the lantern or ignore the lantern and go towards the postern gate that you believe you can just make out? So walk over to the lantern or go to the postern gate. You remember the sage told you about the postern gate. Yep. He said gate. It is just about. It's dusk, Shabby. Yeah, it's dusk. So it's just about nighttime. Man, there's a lot to this book. I didn't realize. I had forgotten how involved this was. A lot of people really like Talisman of Death as being one of the more involved ones, but I had forgotten that it was this involved. That's cool. All right. Gate it is. Okay. You continue along the wall and to your relief find the postern gate. You duck through and out into the night beyond. Gain a luck point for escaping the city. Good job, guys. You've gotten out of Grey Guilds. And that was no joke. You put several miles between yourself and Grey Guilds and sleep the night in a hayrick. You awake refreshed. Gain 2 stamina points. There you go. Which direction will you take towards the plateau? You could take the direct route southeast across rough moorland, continue along the trade road due south for a while and strike east, or head east across the heath to the hills before turning south. And you may remember what you were told to do. So southeast, south then east, or east then south. And by the way, this is a save point, just in case anyone's wondering. So southeast. That guy in the alley was pretty badass. Every time he hits you, he deducts a skill point as well as a stamina point. And I think he had skill of 9, so getting into a fight with him would have been unwise. And not just the sage. Do you remember what the, what's-her-face told you, too? You remember the eagle? Or, not the eagle, the All-Mother. Your mommy command there. Yeah, hold up, hold up. I think he's putting up a new poll. There we go. Now you can vote on that poll. Dragon Von Dragonmuch. He was a monk. He was not a moon monk, but he was a monk. Should beat that guy up and stole his tattoo. just rip the tattoo off his head. All right. Looks like we got 6 votes for Southeast. We got 3 votes for South then East, and no votes for East then South. So I'm gonna close this down in just a second. Last call. Yeah, he was a monk. He was a monk. Actually, I think his official name was Monk of the Scarlet Mantis. So, he's kind of nasty. Alright. Southeast it is. The going is difficult, and the darkening skies do nothing to raise your spirits. The talisman becomes heavier with every step, and the pouring rain soaks you to the skin. You're almost thankful when night comes and you can burrow down in the dead bracken. Unfortunately, your sleep is broken by a wild neighing. You jump up to see a massive black stallion, its eyes pits of fire galloping towards you. Let me show you exactly what you see, in fact. Where are you, image? Wow. I can't believe they don't have this image here. Can't believe they don't have this guy here. Appropriate music though, right? Alright, well, I'll show you the skill of it. You'll see what I'm saying. You see this. That guy. He's coming towards you like this. Oh God, that thing. It snorts. You jump up to see a massive black stallion, its eyes pits of fire, galloping towards you. It snorts clouds of glowing cinders as it strains at the bit. Its rider, a dark spectral figure, is hunched and twisted and seems to have no substance. You can sense the hatred it feels for all living things. Will you run from it, hoping it cannot charge across the broken ground, or will you light a torch and stand your ground against it? Run and hope it can't follow, or, yes, say hello. Light a torch and stand your ground. Yep, Jinto. This is appropriate, though, for this. Earth. Nice. No, this is not Shining Force 2. This is the, what do you call it? This is Final Fantasy VII. This is the one-winged angel. This is like one of the boss fights, I think maybe the last boss fight in Final Fantasy VII. Yep. Alright, looks like we're going with the torch, I believe. Yes, people say to light the torch and stand your ground. Your pitch-soaked torch flares brightly. The wraith reins its hell steed in before you. It carries an aura of fear, but you stare defiantly into the black emptiness of its face. It hisses with frustration and, in a voice hoarse with age, says, "Death will take what is his, and you shall become one of us, for we shall return with our full strength. We are the instruments of death." It turns its nightmarish steed and disappears into the night. Your rest thereafter is troubled, and you regain only one stamina point. I'd say the takeaway point is that you actually regained a stamina point. I mean, just saying. Okay, there we go. Yep. Yep. Told him to get the hell away. Get the hell out. Alright. As the sun rises, you set off once more across the wild plains. With every hour that passes, the talisman seems to grow heavier. You realize that it is registering the presence of the minions of death. Do you wish to examine the talisman again, or keep it hidden in case it may draw them to you? There you go. Totally not a ring wraith. Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. Examine the talisman again or keep it hidden. Keep it secret. Keep it safe. Yeah, actually, I don't think you guys have examined it at all so far. So I don't know why it says examine it again. I don't think you've examined it yet, so. All right. All right. All right, looks like people are in favor of keeping it hidden. Okay. You keep the talisman beneath your shirt and continue to stagger on, but you feel a pain beginning to build at your chest and take a point of damage from the burning fire that consumes it. It becomes so painful that you feel you must grab it and look at the talisman. The pain becomes greater and greater. Will you draw the talisman forth and examine to see what is making it do this? Or not? What's up with intent? The Potion of Fortune got used in a big fight back there. You're gonna be that guy, Jinto. Welcome back, Fawn. All right. All right, now people want to actually see it. Both do we swallow the talisman? What's up, Shumain? All right, examine the talisman. Looks like it's going to be the choice. I am opposed to this plan of action. All right. You take out the talisman and examine it carefully. For the first time, you notice a glowing inscription, as if the nearness of the minions of death was lending it power. I am Death's talisman. I am protected by the faceless ones who serve my wielder. At nightfall, you build a large fire and set torches around it. Unable to sleep, you wait and listen. The talisman grows heavy. Soon the wild neighing which disturbed your sleep yesterday peals again, rending the peace of the night. The chilling challenge is answered again and again. Soon, to your horror, 6 of the nightmarish horses, eyes and nostrils aflame, appear, each bearing the crooked, life-hating spirit of a wraith. They form an arc, all staring at you intently. In unison, their cracked voices cry, "We are the instruments of death. We have come to claim you for our master and to take back his talisman." Will you, 1, threaten to cast the talisman into the fire, 2, try to break through the circle, or 3, use the power of the talisman against the minions? Mommy. Yep. Yep. What's it gonna be, guys? What do you think? What's up, Sly Tie? Just threaten, just toss. What's up, Poke? What's going on, dude? Hey, Bin Man. Good to see you, dude. All right. Use the power against them. You missed, this has been a good one, Poke. A lot of good ones here. Use it against them. All right. Last call. Close vote here, but use it against them, wins out. You take the talisman and immediately become Sauron. No. You raise the talisman above your head. It glows as you shout, "Begone! Trouble me no more!" Enthralled, they strain towards it, but your words have an immediate effect. One of them cries, "Others will take it from you, and we faceless ones will return as lords under the reign of our god, Death." His words fade as they are swallowed by the darkness. The talisman feels lighter and its glow has dimmed. You sleep deeply and gain 2 stamina points. The next day you set off again, feeling more hopeful now that you have banished the minions of death. The plateau looms before you. What's up, El Tobo? Hey, Wyval. It worked. The helmet worked and the ring worked, right? Like, who would have thunk it, man? Plateau looms before you. All right. We got another save point here. Okay. Oh, really, Messiah? Oh, interesting, Poke. You needed to find out. It worked. It worked. Victory. All right. So, here we go. At last, the steep cliffs surrounding the plateau tower above you. Steps have been cut into the face of the reddish rock which you begin to climb. By midday, your legs ache abominably, and you are glad to reach a leg where you are welcomed by a cool, fine spray rising from a waterfall. It cascades down the side of the plateau, casting small rainbows in the sun, and the thunderous roar is almost deafening. Will you climb up on the steps or examine the waterfall? What do you guys think? Climb up on the steps? It's interesting that a lot of the ones in here have actually worked against type. You would expect you don't put on a helmet in Evil Temple, but it actually works to your favor. You would expect that you wouldn't, like, you know, use the power of an evil thing, but it works. So, here's a cool guy. Mm-hmm. Choose to examine the waterfall. All right. Okay. All right. Looks like pretty strongly in favor of examining the waterfall. So, examine the waterfall it is. All right. You do so. You approach the waterfall and within moments are soaked through. Looking closer, you see a dry space behind it under the jutting cliff face. When you jump through, a cave entrance is revealed. Will you enter the cave or leave and continue up the steps? Waterfall shoots out a massive dragon. Enter the cave. Or leave and continue up the steps? Can we sketch the waterfall? Shadowed. Cave! Woo! That's hilarious. Cave! That's funny. I love this smiley face, like the happy exploration. Yay! Yay, I get to go to the cave. All right. Closing in on last call here. Also closing in on about another 5 minutes, guys, before we'll have to wrap it for the evening. Made enormous progress, though, which is good. Last call here, last call. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, looks like Smiley Face Cave is going to win. Alright. Enter the cave. You manage to light a damp torch, which reveals a door at the back of the cave. The door is made of black wood inlaid with alabaster. A raised frieze in the center panel depicts a red dragon, a great flame shooting from its jaws, and an ivory spear. The door creaks as you open it gingerly. You step into a passage. The musty air reeks of decay. You come to a place where 4 tunnels cross. Will you advance down the tunnel ahead, take the left-hand tunnel, or take the right-hand tunnel? It's a smiley face cave, exactly. So, advance down the tunnel ahead, take the left-hand tunnel or the right-hand tunnel. This must be my summer home, right, Dragon? Seems to fit. Okay. Right? In honor of Xanos, yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's the always go left theory. All right, last call, last call. Okay. Adventures never go straight ahead. All right, left tunnel. All right. So you're going to take the left-hand tunnel. You take the left-hand tunnel, which soon turns to the right, and leads into a bare stone room with a small rectangular pillar in the middle. The tunnel continues on the other side of the room. Will you examine the pillar, go straight through to the tunnel opposite, or return to where the tunnel's crossed and choose again? So basically, will you examine the pillar? Or go back and choose again. I'm going to examine the pillar. Okay. It's a pillar of eternity. One can only hope. Right? One can only hope. Alright, I think we got enough votes there. 15 votes, unanimous. Everyone's like, definitely examine it. An inscription on the rectangular pillar reads, "Put yourself in the place of the monkey. To the left is danger. The idol shall act." So let me write that down here. Actually, now that I think we've gone through this, so let me... Let's get rid of this. I think we've done that already. We've done that too. So it says... The idol shall act. Put yourself in the place of the monkey. To the left is danger. The idol shall act. That's what it says. As you ponder the meaning of the strange message, a trickle of sand falls on your head. You look up to see the roof cracking and an avalanche of sand starts pouring down. With a grating rumble, a slab of rock starts to fall across the exit ahead. Your only hope is to hurl yourself through the narrowing gap. Roll 2 dice. Roll 2 dice, Lego, please, and your job is to try to get equal to or less than your skill score here. Yep, Indiana Jones. All right. You do, in fact, get less than your skill score. You roll through just as the rock slams down with a reverberating crash inches from your face. You walk down the tunnel until you come to a dark iron door. A message has been painted in shimmering letters upon it. One only can be read. That's what it says. One only can be read. You swing the door open and enter a rectangular room with an iron door in each wall. In the center of the room stand 3 pillars, one rectangular, one circular, and one square. Will you leave the room through one of the other doors, examine the rectangular pillar, examine the circular pillar, or examine the square pillar? So... All right. Only one can be read. R-E-A-D. R-E-A-D, read. Okay. Oh, chat is all over the place on this one. Chat's like, I don't know. I meant 3. I know, right, Love Shack? Okay, so you want me to take the rectangular pillar vote away. Okay, cool. So 1 circular. So circular and no rectangular foreshadowed. Got it. So that's actually 8 votes for circular, which is pretty strong, actually. So that is correct, Weibel. All right. Circular it is. The circular pillar says, in the flickering torchlight, you can see an inscription on the circular pillar. Behind the symbol on the first door lies that which you risk your life for. So again, I will write that down. That says, behind the symbol, lies that which you risk your life for. Suddenly the 3 pillars disappear. You step back in amazement, but nothing else untoward happens and the room remains empty, so you decide to leave. You try all the doors, but you can only get one of them to open. You seem to have no choice, and you go through the room beyond. It is a wide hall stretching away to the left and right, and you see this. Let's see if I can find the image for you guys. Alright, hang on a second while I'm finding this image. Give me a second. There it is. Let's see. Thank you for the follow, Counter Jab. Welcome to the Yarvanauts. Thank you for the follow. Alright. And here we go. You guys see this. All right. This is what you guys see. It is a wide hall stretching away to the left and right. In the center of the room stands a hideous idol. Its base is the coiled tail of a huge serpent. Its muscular torso sprouts 4 clawed arms, 2 gruesome heads, and bat-like wings. An inscription on the floor reads, Damol, son of the god Neil, mouth of the void. In the opposite wall are 4 doors, 2 to the left and 2 to the right. Each door bears a symbol. Furthest from you on the left is a green serpent. The next door bears a grinning monkey. The third, a black scarab beetle, and the fourth, furthest to your right, a red dragon, breathing fire. Which door will you open? Will you open the serpent door, which is the one all the way to the left? Will you open the monkey door, which is the next door? Will you open the Scarab Beetle door, which is the next door, or the Dragon door, which is all the way to the right? I would be a little freaked out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd be like, what the hell? Ermengarde Merker. All right. Serpent 2 votes, Monkey 10 votes, Dragon 4 votes. Okay. Alrighty. The wall opens to reveal a blank wall of rock. It is a false door. You close it and the monkey's grin seems to mock you. You may choose another door. Which will you choose? The serpent door, the scarab door, or the dragon door? So, the serpent door. Gross. I mean, you're looking at the picture that you guys see. All right. Okay. All right, poll close. All right, serpent. All right. As you touch the door, the serpent comes to life. It strikes like lightning, sinking its venomous fangs into your neck. Please test your luck. Test that luck. Test the luck, 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 test. Huevo. The poison races through your veins, and you are sorely put to the test. But you are able to compensate for it, and eventually it passes. Not, however, before losing 4 stamina points. Four stamina points. You may choose another door. Will you choose the scarab door or the dragon door? It's also a good thing you were lucky there. You would have been dead. And you can, yes, and you can eat a provision as well. So first of all, go ahead and vote on that poll about scarab door or dragon door. And secondly, do you want to eat your final provision? Yep. And after you do the vote, also tell me if you want to eat that final provision. Okay. Too late, your vote is registered forever. It went back into the door, Lego. So it like went, you know, whoosh, and then like went back into the door. Okay, eat, yeah. Alright. Can you touch the snake? Okay. What are you, Xanos? Okay. Last provision has been eaten. You are out of provisions. You have 13 stamina. It looked like we had enough eats to make it happen. And it looks like also that pole. Looks like that pole is enough. And dragon it is. Okay. You open the door and step through into a passage. You have only gone a few steps when you hear the rattle of a falling chain as a portcullis drops behind you, blocking the tunnel. You can only go into a small room ahead of you. It is a dank crypt at the end of which lies a sarcophagus, thickly covered in gray mold. You search every nook and cranny, but you cannot find a way out. You are trapped. Eventually, you decide to lift the lid of the sarcophagus. And inside the sarcophagus, you see this. There we go. Alright, you see, just give me a moment as I show you what you see. Oh, God. You are, let's see. The rank and fetid air, trapped inside since time immemorial, smells sickly sweet. Inside lie the mummified remains of a warrior, his skin stretched taut over brittle bones. His skeletal hand is curled around an ancient scimitar encrusted with emeralds, and an ebony spear with an ivory tip lies across his chest. Will you take the sword or the spear? Sword or spear? Dragonlance. Mm-hmm. I was thinking the same thing, Shadow. Exactly the same thing. I was totally thinking the same thing. He's totally thinking about the Dragonlance. I feel like the spear gets a bad... The spear should be chosen more. Can't choose both. Or at least not initially. Thank you for the follow, Faceless Guy. Welcome to the Argonauts. Thank you for the follow. Take the laser gun. That's funny, Fallen. Can't save the game yet. Not at a save point yet. Thank you, guys. Seven votes for the sword, 8 votes for the spear. And the winner is... The spear wins by a single vote. You take the heavy spear and, looking closer, see that the word Dragon's Bane is carved on its shaft. It is obviously magical, and you may add 1 to your skill score when wielding it. So let me write that down first. That's the good news. Okay. Dragon's Bane. With a creak of old bones, the mummy suddenly rises from the sarcophagus. It lumbers drunkenly towards you, clutching its scimitar, bent on destroying the despoiler of its tomb. You must fight the mummy. Mummy! Mummy! All right, mummy time. Stab it with a spear. Well, I mean, technically you can be using it when you're fighting it. That's certainly true. Mummy! Oh, man. That's a funny emote. All right. Lego starts off with a bang with an 11. 11 and 9 is 20. Means he needs a 12 to tie. Does not get it. Kapow. Strike it solidly in the side. All right. Next round. Another 11. Again, he needs a 12. Again, the mummy does not get it. All right. Lego's cooking with gas so far. 2 11s. Exactly right. This time a 7. Gets a 10. Ah, it strikes you back. Phoomf. All right. Seven. Oh, an 11. Doof. He slashes your side with his scimitar. Blood pours out. A 4? Oh my god. Lego, these rolls. A 9, there we go. Oh! Oh my gosh, a 9. Troll game. Troll game, 5 stamina. Oh my gosh. Troll game. I don't know. It's maybe another epic finish. You guys started out really well, and then a couple of bad rolls, and then one really good roll that he just outrolled. I mean, you know. All right, 4. That time you hit him. Now he's down to 4 stamina. What's up, dude? If only we took the sword, yeah. Losing to a couple 1,000-year-old mummy. Alright, he gets hit again. Down to 2 stamina. Almost dead. What's up, dude? How you doing, man? $11. That time he does not do it. And the mummy dies. Well, you know, dies again, basically. So you do successfully win. You notice that the base of the sarcophagus is hollow, and you break through it to find a tunnel below. You jump down and feel your way along its dark, damp-walled windings. At last, you see a circle of daylight ahead. You emerge onto the steps again, some ways above the roaring waterfall, and you begin to climb. Killing blow, yes. You guys made it. Not by a lot. Not by a lot, but you did, in fact, make it. Two and a half weeks with no Steam? You don't have any Steam, really? Oh, that sucks, man. Alright, let me save it here, guys. And then we are going to do the giveaway, and I'm going to get on out of here. Because we are not going to finish up tonight, but we will definitely finish next session. We are really close now. You guys did a great job tonight. You guys made great progress. Yep, you made it outside. Oh, did I put the last save? I didn't put the last save point. That's brilliant. Okay. Let me save that. Hold on one second. Let me save that again, because I want to make sure I actually do it the right way. Okay, there we go. I know, right? Exactly. Alright. Can we look for food? Yeah, it doesn't really give you those options, though, unfortunately. It does not, unfortunately, give you those options. But, alright, people. Good stuff tonight, guys. Very, very good stuff. Well done. Oops. No break. Well done, guys. Good job. So we are very close now to the end. For those of you who missed, by the way, earlier on me talking about this, I just wanted to mention again that we're going to be playing this game tomorrow until it's finished, and then we are moving on to X-Wing Alliance. So we're moving on to play X-Wing Alliance. It'll be my first flight sim on stream. I don't think I've played a flight sim on stream before. And then after that, we're moving on to Trails of Sky, courtesy of Backburner, who was nice enough to give it to me. And after that, we are moving on to Pillars of Eternity. And if we're not quite to the Pillars of Eternity time, then we will play a couple of the smaller games like Vanishing of Ethan Carter, possibly Game of Thrones, the Telltale game, a couple of those games. And then we will, of course, be playing Pillars of Eternity when that comes out, because I am really pumped up about that. So that's what we're looking at over the next couple of months of the stream. And of course, we'll be continuing to play Icewind Dale with the guys until that's done, and then moving back into pen and paper Dungeons and Dragons. That's what we're looking at there. Now, before we go, you guys head on out of here, I want to do a giveaway, and then we are going to do a raid, but let's do that giveaway first. Tonight, the giveaway games are as follows. Again, all courtesy of the generous viewers on this stream. Choice number one is courtesy of, let's see, choice number one is courtesy of Gentleman, actually, and it is the Lost Crown. So choice number one of games for giveaway is the Lost Crown. That is courtesy of Gentleman. Choice number two, and this one is courtesy of, let's see, let's do this one. This one is courtesy of Messiah. This is Brother's Tale of Two Sons. You guys may have seen me play this on the stream a couple of weeks ago. I really like this a lot. Brother's Tale of Two Sons. That's courtesy of Messiah. And last courtesy of Durban is Starbound. Last courtesy of Durban is Starbound. So again, your choices are the Lost Crown. That's from Gentleman. Brother's Tale of Two Sons, that's from Messiah, and Durban Starbound, from Durban Starbound. That's your choice three. And the giveaway word is going to be, let's see, If you guys are interested, please type in that word. Thank you very much, Shadow. Again, nice job with the mods tonight. Much love. Very much appreciated, everyone. While you guys do that, I'm going to take a look and see who we're going to raid, although I have a pretty good sense of who it's going to be, actually. Cool. I know exactly what it's going to be. What'd I miss? What the hell was that? Law, what? What in the name of all that is holy is that? You say it's the wrong stream. What are you doing on other streams? So when you're on other streams, that's what you do? You just randomly, like, you know, like, bleh. You just vomit up, like, icons, like, randomly? Jeez. 100 mummies aren't a boss. Oh, my God. I remember that. Alright, last call. Last call. Did he really, Duty? Oh my God, man. Oh, really? I was gonna say, right? Okay, last call, last call. No, I've seen dongers. I've seen dongers. I know all about the raise your dongers thing. I don't even... Troubling. Alright. And the winner is Apples. See, we ate an apple. See, Apples, we ate you, but you know, as compensation, you end up winning a giveaway. You know, we consumed you. We ate your flesh, but you ended up winning a game. So I think that's how you have to look at it. Oh God, Earth. Great hacks. Right, we hate you, but no, we don't hate Apples. We love Apples. You kidding me? Apples is awesome. So what's it going to be, Apples? Lost Crown, all right. Lost Crown. Let's do it. That is coming from courtesy of Gentlein. And I'm going to message you. This is a Humble Bundle code, I believe. All right, and it is on its way to you now. And remember, Apples, just double check that when you actually get it to make sure it's working. I assume it should be working fine, but just, you know, keep it in mind because, you know, occasionally we have had issues in the past with Humble Bundle codes and all that stuff. So, yes, but otherwise, you can thank Gentlein for the badassery. And yes, the game has been given. All right. Now that is going to lead us to that raid that you guys are already getting set for. Now, I'm actually... Oh, man. Why? Okay. Hold on. I actually know who I think we're going to raid. But let me double check and confirm. Because I want to make sure everybody is there and they're all ready for stuff. and things. Okay, so we're going to be doing the raid in just a minute. What's up, Edgy? Yeah, man. Yeah, unfortunately you did. We're close to the end of the game, though. We're close to the end of this book. So, again, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, approximately, I'll be starting the stream. It actually might be closer to 9, because I may have a couple things I have to do in the evening. So just, heads up. It might be that the stream will start closer to 9 p.m. Eastern, but then after that, we will start going, and we will finish up with Talisman of Death, and if we have enough time, we will get started with X-Wing Alliance, which will be the next game up next, and then after that, we'll be moving on to Trails of Sky. So that's what we're looking at. Again, the Arv raid, when you do that, is just the Arvanauts have landed Volcania. The Arvanauts have landed, and then as you see, it says Volcania, capital Volcania. The key thing to this is you don't go and do this until you hear the audio cue, okay? Once you hear my audio cue, that's when you go and drop those things in chat. Our raids lately have been badass. Like, over the last few weeks, the raids have been amazing. Everyone has been, like, complimenting us and how badass they are and awesome, etc. So, it's awesome. So I want us to keep that up. So please make sure that you do not go to the place that I'm going to tell you until you hear my audio cue. But before I do that, I want to say thank you to all the people who made this a wonderful, spectacular stream. This was a lot of fun tonight. You guys did a lot of good work tonight in Talisman of Death. I would like to thank, in this specialty, school was canceled, so I got to stream again, even though... I mean, I love you guys and all that, and, I was very happy to stream, but it's getting to the point where canceling class... I need to see my classes. Like, I really do. This weather thing, man, has been a nightmare. Anyway, I'd like to thank Apples. I would like to thank, and congratulations as well, Apples. I would like to thank Demiser, Fallen, Law, Lego, Netowin. What's up, Netowin, lurking in the background? Shadowed, Thorg, and Zyron for excellent moderation tonight. And in particular, again, Apples, thanks for the CTT work. Thank you to Shadowed for all the amazing poll work. Thank you to Law for work on the Lawbot. So thank you guys so much for your incredible work that you do all the time. That my mods are the best. I would like to thank Magical Star. I'd like to thank Duty Calls. Duty Calls, a good streamer you guys should be following. I would like to thank Edgy Koala, who just came in, but Edgy, always a pleasure, man. I'd like to thank Cyclone. I'd like to thank Kroonberg. Cyclone, one of my regulars. Kroonberg, that name seems vaguely familiar to me. I don't know if I've seen you in here before, but if you like and saw what you heard, I hope you will follow. I would like to thank Kais. I would like to thank Certifi. I'd like to thank Wyval, Grey Dybbuk, Toto Herbs, Shattermage, Shabby Orange, Shabby, another streamer, another guy that you should follow. I know Shabby doesn't get a chance to stream too much, but I always like watching him when he's playing. Always good to see Sly Tie, With Intent, EMC, Messiah, Trendane, Lee. All those people I just mentioned from Grey onwards, all regulars. Grey, of course, is also a voice actor and a generally all awesome dude, Twitter, people, things like that. So, good guy. I would like to thank Lee. As always, I would like to thank Zebchi. Zebchi, I think I've seen you in here before, Zebchi. I'm not 100% sure. I think I've seen you in here before, if I'm not mistaken. I would like to thank Pav. Thank you, Smooth McGroove, but that's enough out of you for the moment. I would like to thank Pav for being here. I'd like to thank Glob Monkey. Of course, I would like to thank Gentlein for the giveaway. Thank you so much. I would like to thank Karth for being a better person in stream than he is in Knights of the Old Republic 1. Hey-oh! I would like to thank Batty, of course. I would like to thank Zamaria. Zamaria, I hope that we cheered you up a little bit, man. I know you said you were feeling a bit down when you came in here, so I hope we were able to make you feel a little better. And, yeah, hope everything is